Good afternoon. My name is Lois Baila, and I am one of those people who are so blessed to attend two churches every Sunday. In the morning, I attend West End Mennonite, and I'm blessed there. And then in the evening, my husband and I attend Mosaic International Fellowship. This was a church that was started in the winter of 2010. Before then, I had received a letter from somebody at West End, which he forwarded to me, a letter that he had received from a manager of a low-income apartment complex. And the letter said that we have people here who are lonely, sickly, and they need prayer. Do you have anybody who could come in here and help? So I started going to the apartment complex and meeting people and interacting with people. And then we felt a need to start a church. And we decided we were going to start a church at West End's building in the afternoon, Sunday afternoons. So we started doing that. And then our small group from West End would meet at the apartment complex in the evenings. So we went from church in the morning, church in the afternoon, and then small group in the evening. But the people in the apartment complex did not call what we were doing small group. Instead, they called it church. And that's when we woke up and realized that this was not a small group, it was church to the people that we were going to. Nowadays, when everyone is there, when we gather, there is 9 of us. We have had some, maybe 5, gone on to glory, and that has been a privilege for us to walk with them and to be there for them as they go home. Some of our joys are being able to bring church to a building to those who cannot go out. There are lots of people in there who are in wheelchairs, who cannot get out to get to a church. We celebrate holidays together, even with other people who don't normally come to our church fellowship. When we have like Labor Day or whatever other holiday that there is, we put out flyers and we invite people to a picnic, and people come out for those times, and we have good times of fellowship together. Another good thing is people know that we are there and we are available for them. Another good thing that has come out of that group is we had a lady that was coming. She just went on home a couple months ago. But before she left, she introduced us to her son and to her daughter and her fiancé. They live together in New York. And when she introduced us to them, they started asking questions about the Bible. And it was hard for us to believe how little they knew about the Word of God. And so we started going there and meeting with them, and we go there every other Wednesday. So we have another small group, not just in Lancaster City, but now we have another small group with 4 people that we are meeting in New York. And that also has been a good time and a blessing for us. Some of our challenges are just knowing that there's people in there that know we are there and they don't come. Sometimes that can be really disheartening. And sometimes people who used to come and don't come anymore, and you don't know why they don't come, that can be disheartening. And then there is other times when you don't know what mood people are going to be in. So when you come to the door and you knock, they are in there, but they don't say, come in when you come to visit, or that can also be disheartening. So there's times that I can drive all the way there and see nobody because nobody wants to see you. Their aide, the person who helps them, will come to the door and say they're asleep or they don't want to be bothered or whatever. Then there are those who are wounded. There are people who are wounded internally, and they take offense very easily at things that happen. So there's just things like that you go home and you go, oh, what am I doing there? Some days it feels like that. We need to remember that I guess we need to remember that God has invited us to that place. When we get together on Sunday evenings, we have a time of fellowship around food, and then we have a time of worship in song, which we all love. And I like to say that instead of a 4-part harmony, we have a many-part harmony, and it sounds really, really good. It's a really fun time. And then we have a time of fellowship around the Word, where we have discussion. We don't have a sermon. We discuss the Word together. And then how do we get new members in? There is 40 units in the apartment. There's a lot of people. At Christmas time, we went around and sang Christmas carols. We stood at doors, and we had brought little gifts for the residents. And some people opened their doors and smiled at us and thanked us for the gift that we had brought. And we wish that all those people then would follow us to Sunday evening fellowship. We would like to have new members. And then discipleship right now is another issue that we are facing. How do we disciple, and how do we keep working with the people? Thank you.